Hey guys. Yeah, I'm Dennis. I'm an animator. I'm based in Edinburgh. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got into this. So I'm from Ireland originally. Has anybody ever been to Ireland? Yes, no, nice, okay, cool. So it's very much like this. It's very beautiful, very scenic, very much like actually where we are here today in Callendar. Not an awful lot of fun things to do. So this is me when I was kind of like your age. I used to occupy myself by did a lot of drawing. I messed about on computers a lot. Back then, computers weren't quite as cool as they are now. They were a bit more like. Have you seen old PCs with big, massive monitors and stuff? That was the kind of thing I got into back then. But yeah, I did also a lot of video games. Does anybody recognize this one? Yeah? What is it? Sonic the Hedgehog, right, okay, so this is one of the early games I got into. This is when I saw this, I thought, like, I really want to make video games. This is my big thing. Because it had this really cool like mix of, well, I suppose it was just the cool stuff you saw on screen that really got me into it. So I read somewhere that what you do to get into video games is you study computer science. So I thought, right, okay, study computer science. So I looked it up at uni. My teachers were all excited about me doing computer science. Got to university, and this is computer science. It's all code. It's all maths. It's all like really it's difficult. That was the thing that I did. So let's go quite fast. So this is what happened. I dropped out of computer science. I failed miserably. I did 6 modules and failed all of them. It was terrible. But I managed to. I took a bit of a year out after that, and I managed to find another course called Interactive Multimedia Design. And Interactive Multimedia Design was a bit more, is where I found animation. And in particular, the reason I put this slide up is because this was an animation that was big at the time about badgers, and it was the kind of thing that appealed to me. And it was made with software called Flash. And Flash is an animation software that does coding and a lot of different things. And basically, that's kind of what got me into the creative digital industry. And from then, I moved to Scotland a few years ago. And so this is obviously Scotland. This is Edinburgh. And I got a job at a digital agency doing stuff for big companies with lots of money, and they all kind of looked like this, and they're all not the best to work for that reason. It was all a bit kind of it was all kind of a bit money driven. But I was still really interested in the type of stuff I was doing, which was kind of animation and fun stuff. So I went freelance. And this is what being a freelancer is like. No, it's not really. But I went freelance, and what that means is that I work for myself, and basically it's kind of like you just get a chance to work with lots of different companies as you go. So these are some of the companies I work for, and basically what they're doing is they come to me, a lot of advertising, the kind of things that you see on the internet, maybe when things move on screen. Advertising like things in games and maybe things with characters. A lot of these kind of companies do that sort of stuff. Based in CodeBase in Edinburgh. So Denis talked about CodeBase Stirling, which is a really amazing initiative. And so it originally started in Edinburgh. That's where I'm based, in a really weird, cool 60s building like this. My office is just kind of over there, above the CodeBase side. So I've got my own company called Stampede, which I started this year, and so that was the progression from being freelance, where I'm working for myself, and so the idea is that I now start to bring people in and make the company a little bit bigger as they go along. So that's kind of like a whole extra thing to do, is start your own business. At this point, I was supposed to show you my Showreel, which is kind of like a bit of a taste of what I do. Unfortunately, I didn't prepare it properly. I'm really not connected to the internet, so you're just going to have to imagine loads of amazing animation at this point. Imagine the best animation you've ever seen, and it's on screen. And what's the next one? So this is a little bit about, this is principles of motion design. So what I'm doing is I'm basically making things move on screen, and so this is the idea of the kind of, if you look up the 10 principles of motion design, this will give you, it's basically, This is kind of a bit of character design. This is another kind of thing I do. So this gives you an idea of how to take a character and sketch it down on a piece of paper, and then on using the computer, using software on the computer, making him move, and until he's a character on the screen that actually moves. But it does always start with drawing something on paper. This is the software I use: After Effects and Cinema 4D, and these are pretty common throughout animation software. You can learn it pretty easily through various tutorials stuff online. What's next? Yeah, so I don't know if you get this reference. Does anybody know who Del Boy is? Sort of? No? Okay, so basically the only reason I'm putting this in, being a freelancer running a small business, yeah, the animation side of it is fantastic, but there's also quite a lot of trying to sell stuff, like going out and talking to clients, trying to tell, basically you're trying to sell them why animation's good and why they should be using it in their business. I've also done a bit of lecturing in the last few years at Edinburgh University, and so that kind of came about by just being connected in the industry, sort of knowing people, and then what a friend of mine asked, would I be interested in becoming a lecturer, and so that was a really nice opportunity to, okay, it's going quick. And Move Summit is another event that I'm involved in, and that's basically Scotland's animation conference, and that was a chance to get all the people who work in animation together in Scotland to come together on one day, and we had some amazing speakers. We had like a guy who did special effects for The Jungle Book, which was amazing. So then this is the last slide now. That was really quick. And basically the point of this is for me to say how there's lots of free or very cheap resources out on the internet for finding out about these skills. So there's Skill of Mush, Grayscale Gorilla. There's, you've been on YouTube, you've probably seen all the tutorials. You can learn this stuff really, really cheaply. And now we're on to the next presentation. So that's me.